Hey everyone, welcome back to part 3, and in this part we're going to talk about secure configuration. So we can't talk about secure configuration without talking about ownership. And when we talk about ownership, we're talking about the management of certain assets. So managing assets comes down to the managing of tangible and intangible assets. Tangible assets are the hardware and software the company uses or the organization uses in its day-to-day operations. So that could be the desktops, the laptops, the mobile devices that are all part of the servers, the network devices and so forth that are all part of the organization and the operation of the organization. Intangible assets are patents, copyrights, company reputation, and other potential revenue. So it's not really something that you can think of. Patents are somewhat physical. You at least have a patent in hand, certification. But these other intangible assets are things that are not necessarily physical in nature, but still applied to revenue that the organization makes. So, for instance, the copyrights, the company reputation, those things are things that provide revenue for the organization, indirectly provide revenue to the organization. So how do we actually manage assets? Normally that is done through a configuration management system or CMS. And these are automated systems that help to manage the hardware assets that exist in an organization. So the hardware assets are computers, servers, routers, switches, peripherals, all the things I mentioned. As it relates to a CMS, the hardware assets should be tagged with relevant information using barcodes or RFIDs. So this is a way for each piece of hardware that comes into the organization to be tagged before it is actually put into circulation. And that makes it easier to track throughout its life cycle. And then software assets, those are the OS applications that are activated by licenses. And these licenses are valuable and they need protection and tracking. So that's going to be done through the CMS as well. The intangible assets, the ones I talked about, the patents, the copyrights, and so forth, these aren't really used and tracked in a CMS, in a configuration management system. Normally, they're reported through a GAAP or a generally accepted accounting principles, because it's difficult to actually assign monetary value to, say, for instance, the company reputation. So these aren't really tracked in a CMS, they're tracked in a GAAP. Hopefully that helped, and I appreciate your time, and I look forward to speaking to you again. Thank you.